Do people still have sex with robots in the future?
Nope. They fuck freaking trees and everything. It's fucking weird out here. Yeah, man, it's fucking weird out here, dude. Like plants, dude. Even plants get fucked now, dude.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It's your boy Goblin, and we're coming in with another upload. Back-to-back substance reviews here. Hope you guys do enjoy. Drop a like if you do. We're going to have story videos dropping tomorrow and the day after, so we'll be back to normal. Just wanted to bang out these substance reviews real quick. And also, before I dive into this one, I do want to mention and kind of explain also the last video, yesterday's substance review, the cocaine one, because I didn't give a rating, and a lot of you guys were curious as to why. So the reason behind that was cocaine in particular is a super sensitive substance on YouTube, it seems. Pretty much, I think over half of my strikes I've ever gotten on YouTube have been due to cocaine videos. So one thing that I've found is, I was talking to some people about it, and it would really hurt my case if I gave it an honest rating in that video, if I told you guys how I truly felt, because it would seem like I was encouraging it, giving it a score that is above average, which I'm about to give the score in this video since it's separate. So I wanted to keep the score out of that video and just do a simple pros and cons, because that way it would be much easier to ensure that the video didn't get taken down so you guys could all watch it and enjoy it for a long time. With that being said, I apologize. I hope you guys do understand that. And we got the papers in right now. Cocaine's going to get a 7.9 out of 10. That's a nice score, guys. It's got some cons, and I will say that, but that's a nice score. But either way, let's get right into the shroom review, since that's what this is really about. So let's kick it off with the pros. First and foremost, shrooms in particular are, I'm not trying to encourage or promote the use, but shrooms are a great entry-level psychedelic. In my opinion, psychedelics are, almost like, they're just such a unique category of drugs, and it's so deep and different. Each drug in that category, or substance, I should say, is so different and just stands out from one another that you kind of have to climb the ladder. You can't just start with DMT. I mean, you can, but most people can't handle that, so you kind of have to climb the ladder, and shrooms are that great first step. They're really, if you're going to dabble in psychedelics, or if you're someone who has, you may agree with me, shrooms are a great way to start. It's good, it's natural, and that's my next point that I'm also going to talk about. Shrooms, in particular, there is kind of I guess you could say a stigma about like non-natural and like lab-created drugs and stuff. People just think they're dangerous, but shrooms are completely natural, and as a result of that, not only are they safe for consumption, I'm not saying like everything natural is safe, but not only is it natural, it's not made in a lab or anything like that, but it's actually a very, very safe thing to consume, whether you consume it in liquid form, capsule form, or just straight up eat it. It's a pretty much entirely safe substance. There's no deaths as a result. You can't, there's no reported overdoses on shrooms. In fact, it's been used in a lot of different therapy scenarios for people with like PTSD and different mental issues like that, and it's been proven to help. So that's a huge pro. It not only is it a safe substance, it's actually so safe that they're giving people therapy with it. That's a big deal. So that's a big pro. The next thing, pardon me, next thing on this list here, the body high with shrooms, in my experience, compared to other psychedelics that I've done, is great. The body high from shrooms is super nice. It's, even though my shrooms experience, I had a bad time, at least at first, I still overall enjoyed it, and I still respect the substance. I still got some respect for it nevertheless, even though I'm kind of an acid guy. That's my preference. But either way, last but not least here, visuals. In terms of what you're going to be seeing, if you were to ever take shrooms, or if you're just curious, or if you have before, the visuals can be pretty intense. I've found it may have just been in my experience, but from what I've had, the visuals on shrooms are they're different. They're very different, and they're very intense, but they're also really awesome when you can handle yourself. When you are able to control yourself and enjoy yourself and not have a bad experience, the visuals are a great time because it's just cool to look at, you know, and when you go into it positively and you have a positive experience, the visuals really complement it super well because it's like everything's just cool, you know, things are changing shape and, you know, I've done quite a bit of acid and things don't quite do that. Things just kind of change color and slightly change appearance. You just process things differently. But in my experience with shrooms, it actually looked like things were truly changing shape. It was really cool. But either way, that's all I've got for the pros here. So now let's go ahead and hop over to the cons. First and foremost, this con only applies to if you eat it. If you take it, through liquid or capsule, then this doesn't apply. But if you eat it, it tastes terrible. It's not good. I mean, you can tell by looking at it, but it's not pleasurable to eat. You know, I had to make it on a PB&J sandwich, which is something that I've heard is very, very common. You know, I've seen quite a few people do it. Good method, I will say. It does help. It doesn't really do a ton, but it helps. But it's not pleasant to consume if you're eating it. So that is a con. Not only that, but also, you know, I've talked to a lot of people about it. I know a lot of people, and in my experience, this happened to me, but it can make you nauseous. Now, I'm not sure if this is only caused when you eat it. You know, I've only ever eaten it. I've never done it liquid or capsule, but maybe it could happen those ways too. I'm not sure, you know, not going to say yes or no on that, but in my experience and from what I've, you know, seen of friends, it can make you nauseous, and that, you know, that in itself sucks, but it gets worse when it's paired with the intense visuals, which is also why that's kind of a con. It's a pro and a con, a double-edged sword, because the intensity of the visuals and the kind of just, I can't even describe it. I feel like intensity isn't the right word. Just the almost shock I experienced my first time taking shrooms was crazy, because it was like, wow, this is really like nothing I've experienced. Like, this is so insane. Everything I see is different. Everything I think is so different. And, you know, because of that, it can also be a bad thing when you're nauseous, because everything's changing and everything's moving, everything's different, and it can make you feel worse. And I had that for a little bit, but, eventually I threw up and felt better. So, yeah, I mean, overall, you know, to kind of cap it off here, that's all the cons I had for this. And also, of course, kind of implied, but I guess I'll throw this in too, you can't really function normally. Like, you can't drive, go to work, but that's kind of implied on pretty much any substance I'm going to review. So, but I guess I'll put that in. But overall, you know, shrooms are very, very insightful and very enjoyable when done responsibly and properly planned. You know, when you're truly ready to do it, it can be a great time. It can be awesome. And it's something that can really change the way you think about people and things, and just think as a whole long term. It really does impact you when you let it. You know, it's a very cool substance, I should say. Not trying to encourage the use of it. Don't do it. But with that being said, overall, I don't even think we got to go back to the press room and ask for a score. I think the consensus, yeah, I could see them through the window. They're holding up signs. Oh my God. Really? Oh my God, no way. They're holding up. Oh my, I wish you guys could see. I wish you guys could see this. He has his cock out. That means one thing. If his cock's out, that means it's 9.5. That's what he told me. 9.5 out of 10. Wow. Wow. That's a great score. You can put your dick away, bro. All right, thank you. All right. Wow, guys. 9.5. That's okay. Well, that's up there. That's up there on the leaderboards. You know, we've been having a streak of some low scores, but wow, that's a hot review right there. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. Drop a like if you did. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.